Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. This pick a card reading is going to be all about what you need to learn in order to reach your highest potentials. So if you're interested, stay tuned and I will see you at your piles. So for real quick, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. And as usual, timestamps will be down below and I will see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile 1, let's get into your reading on how you can reach your greatest and highest potential. So what do you exactly need to do is what we're wondering to help you get there. And we have clearing, first of all, with Archangel Michael. So I feel like clearing away any unnecessary clutter, any toxic friends, toxic people, toxic relationships, because I'm really attracted to the hearts in this picture. So cleaning up and letting go of any toxic past relationships and letting those just kind of float away and kind of relieve yourself from them. It'll help you to really open up spiritually and mentally, and it'll also clear your mind and free yourself, is what I get from that card. And then we have Guardian Angel with special messages. So once you're able to clear away these toxic people and toxic relationships, toxic habits, bad habits, I know, and I hear bad habits or old habits die hard. That phrase right there, I hear that a lot with this as soon as this comes out. So with this card, I feel like this is definitely a message that's specific for a couple of you guys out there that really need to hear this in order to achieve this clarity, this peace of mind, and this kind of almost like spiritual awakening process to begin for some of you, and to be able to almost begin again or begin anew is what I hear on your spiritual journey, like to finally cleanse yourself and to move forward, and it'll help raise your vibration quite a lot. So let's see what else we have. We have transparency with honest, authentic, genuine, and present. So staying present, staying in the now instead of worrying about the past and thinking about the past constantly is what's holding you back. It's a block. It's a major, major block is what I'm getting with this. And letting that go and being completely honest and open with yourself is what's going to give you this boost and help clear things up. And it's going to help you come into your more authentic and genuine self. We have Conchomancy with shell divination, wisdom of shells. So if some of you were contemplating trying out new different divination techniques or getting into tarot cards or reading oracle cards, any kind of form of divination is what I'm getting with this. I feel like this is something that you're working towards and it's something that's going to help you. The only thing with reading cards for oneself is it can be quite hard and very, very kind of daunting because we tend to have a bias and we only want to hear what we want to hear, and we take it as kind of like really personal. Like we kind of almost twist the messages and we don't really get a very clear message sometimes for ourselves when we read for ourselves. Very few of us actually are able to get a clear message, but you have to kind of put yourself into a third person point of view in order to get those messages to come through. And you also have to learn how to really detach from your question and the situation in order to get clarity on those. We have time out with awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. So again, with kind of staying present and in the moment instead of running on autopilot all the time and kind of just letting time pass you by, they're asking you to take a moment to yourself, take a look at everything that's going on within your life and kind of step into that present moment and take care of the things that need to be taken care of right now and the issues that are directly in front of your face that have been kind of looming there and kind of daunting you in the back of your mind, like, hey, you need to take care of XYZ in order to make that next step. So also having time to yourself and kind of being able to clear out all of those things that need to be cleared out within your mental space is something else that's also being asked for right now. So we have trust. With the trust card, I feel like, and I'm hearing, trust the dreams that you've been getting because those are dream messages, because I'm really attracted to the bed in this picture. Something that will help you during your dream space and sleep with kind of clearing and relaxing is putting herbs or crystals underneath either your bed or your pillow, because I'm really attracted to the satchel that's in this picture that's underneath the bed. It is kind of like a witchy thing to do, but it does help and it does work, and you can also use it as kind of like an aromatherapy type of aid with like some essential oils or like certain herbs that you can smell like underneath your pillow when you're going to bed, and it'll help relax you and to kind of get into a more mellow state, especially if you're able to meditate before you go to sleep. At least 15 minutes before you go to bed is kind of preferable to help you get into that space and to kind of also help you to kind of lucid dream. If you're able to lucid dream, then by all means keep practicing that, because those lucid dreams are helping you translate these messages. Also, by doing these practices, it'll help you to lucid dream too. You can also listen to lucid dreaming meditations on YouTube. There's quite a few good ones out there. Ryan Cropper has a couple of good ones, so I'll try and link his videos down below for those lucid dream meditations. All right. So we also have fertility. So with this, I hear new growth. After getting all of this, it's going to lead, and clearing everything out, it's going to help lead you to this new growth and new ideas and new beginnings. And beautiful, bright beginnings is what I just heard. I'm like, okay, I just said new beginnings, but sure, beautiful and bright. We'll throw that in there. I'm just like, all right. And also a lot of spiritual and mental growth as well, because I'm hearing that it goes exactly with this card right here, with the clearing and having that mental clarity. So we also have friendship. Now with this card, I am really, really attracted to the way this cake is in this picture. It's a heart that's split in two. And when I see friendship, I hear and see and feel with this, like all of my clairs are going off at once, with a strong message of opening yourself up to your friends and being a little bit more open about what's going on with you, and kind of trying to de-stress over either a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is you like to drink with your friends. Have like a lunch date, breakfast together, whatever it is you want to do. Having an open, honest communication line with them is what's really, really, really being asked for from this card, is what I'm getting. And I feel like it's going to be a very heartfelt connection. And also a very heart chakra based center that's going to open up some of your, for some of you, I feel like you've got a lot of blocked residual energy in your heart chakras, and having these heart to heart conversations is what's going to help you open that and clear that out. And you'll actually kind of feel it release. Like you'll feel a sensation in your chest, like this weight being lifted off. So if that makes sense for you, let me know down in the comments below if that resonated for you with that, for whoever that message is specifically for. So we also have, can you feel me? I'm going to pick this up for just a second so I can read the back of the card to you. It says, your feminine aspect is awakening. Feel the goddess energy inside you. She seeks acknowledgement and validation. New energies, insights, and opportunities are emerging. Wake up, embrace, and celebrate. So with this, it's kind of like, I hear feeling your inner diva, if that makes sense to some of you. I feel like really kind of getting into your own self-care and feeling yourself, feeling good about yourself, and feeling that heart space and being able to love yourself is definitely being called for in this, that's going to help you reach your highest potential, and being authentically you and sharing that you out to the world is really, really what's called for. And it's kind of like your higher self and your inner goddess is saying, can you feel me? Like, do you feel yourself, basically? Can you feel that energy emanating from yourself that wants to come out? And kind of almost falling in love with yourself and giving yourself self-love and self-care. Sometimes you have to take that time out to be by yourself and to kind of focus on yourself and give yourself that me time that's so desperately needed for some of you, is what I feel. So our next card is the Journey. It reads, you are soaring to new heights. Experiment, play. Allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. So with that card, this is definitely a lot about a spiritual journey for some of you that you are on, and kind of almost kick-starting it off and kind of getting across that rainbow bridge to that next level. Almost like opening yourself up more to spirit and being able to kind of function more as your higher self, your highest and greatest potential. So you are definitely on the right track with what you're doing now. You just need a little bit of an extra push, is what I hear and feel. So I have 3 more cards. So we have Oral Masses with Purification Fire. So with the Oral Masses card with Purification and Fire, it's kind of like once you've cleared all this stuff out, it's going to ignite an absolute passion. Like, it's going to ignite a fire underneath your butts, is what I'm getting at. And it's going to start a new fire burning passion within your heart for new and creative adventures and new creative products for some of you. And I hear painting is in the mist for some of you. So if you're feeling like you want to paint, draw, or do some form of art that's expressional, it's going to feel like a meditation that's going to help you open up and have that new passion and zest for kind of going after things and kind of feeling that lightness and that clearing and helping you get out of autopilot as well. So we have Crimson Angel with Healing. So with the Crimson Angel with Healing, I feel like there is definitely some spiritual cleanse that needs to happen as well. Kind of like, however it is that you do your spiritual cleanse rituals, for those who this makes sense to, because I feel like it's for a select few, they're telling you that you need to kind of go through that process one more time really thoroughly and really, really in depth. And I hear once or twice as well. So this needs to be done at least once or twice for you guys who do the purification and like spiritual cleansing rituals. It's going to help bring in healing a lot easier for you, especially for those with your heart chakra that's having issues. What else? And I'm getting told to pull the last card. So we have Lapis Excellis with Perspective. So once all of this is kind of like pulling down to almost its final ending space and getting through this and kind of getting to that light at the end of the tunnel, because that's how I'm feeling with looking at this image, you're going to have a very, very new perspective on things and a very higher perspective on things in a higher state of conscious, and you'll have finally kind of stepped into being your highest self, which is the greatest potential that you could possibly reach, and kind of living as your higher self and being your one true authentic self and being honest and open. And you'll be able to tell when you need to have that cleansing and that healing session all over again. A lot easier, I feel, with this. For some of you, if you're thinking about doing spiritual cleanses, you can do it with baths with essential oils. You can look that up on Google for different things, because everyone uses different things. And if you're allergic to stuff, it's really good if you look that up first instead of listening to a recommendation from me. But like rose oil, lavender oil, you can use chamomile and vanilla. You can use bath scrubs that have sea salt in them, and Himalayan pink salt is what I hear specifically to scrub with as kind of like a skin scrub as well, especially if you're not into baths. You can use it in the shower as a skin scrub and exfoliate with that and set the intention to clean and clear and purify and detox. It's very, very simple. It's all about intention at the end of the day. Alrighty, so those are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please feel free to check out my website as I have a buy one get one free going on right now. And I have a year ahead special in case anyone is interested in booking a 2020 reading with me. But that year ahead special is good for any time of the year. It doesn't have to be just for 2020. All the details for that will be down below in the description box to visit my website, and the description for all of the current readings that I have up right now for that sale is also on my website. So thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel and for checking me out. And I will see you next video. Stay fluffy. Alrighty, so for my Life Switch chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading and see what it is that can help you to reach your greatest and highest potentials. So we have communication with Archangel Gabriel. We have clarity with Archangel Jeremiel. And we have farewell to the moon with appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. So with this, well, with these 3 cards, first off, I'm hearing honest, heart-to-heart, open communication is going to help bring some things into clarity for some of you guys. And I feel like I hear new moon intentions for this because the next moon phase is on the 26th, which will be a new moon, and it will be one of the last for this year. Well, pretty much the last moon type of phase for this year, because we just went through our last full moon, so we will have our last new moon of this year on December 26th. So by December 26th, they're asking you to kind of clear your head and get really, really clear and be honest and open with yourself, with communication, not only with just yourself, but with those around you by the next new moon cycle, and to also set new moon intentions in order to help you to manifest and achieve any new goals that you want to set for yourself. So we also have reflections with what you contemplate can actualize. So setting those intentions for the new moon and those thoughts can manifest if you do the work and you clear your heart space and you have that honest and open communication, not only with just yourselves, but with those around you. So, because what you do and think and say and speak and act right now, your world around you reflects that back at you. If you take and kind of step into the present moment, you can kind of notice those signs and synchronicities as to what you're thinking about and how that how the world around you and those who you communicate with and interact with on a daily basis actually reflect back to you what you're thinking about, what you're saying, how you're acting, how you're feeling, which is what leads to the synchronicities. So we have time and tide with oceanic spells and rituals. So, again, new moon rituals, setting the intentions, practicing new moon rituals, and all the way up till the 26th. Get everything, get your ducks in line and in order is what I just heard, or line your ducks up in a row. That saying, it was just super quick, and I'm like, okay, trying to spit it out. I know what I want to say, but it's not working. But definitely doing those rituals and kind of getting yourself set up and in the right space and in the right mindset for everything to kind of just domino effect one right into the other and kind of roll with it in order to reach your highest and greatest potentials. You do have the manifestation power. You just have to do the work, like I said before, with clearing and opening your heart space and getting really honest with yourself. So we have enlightenment with liberation. I want to say it all in one word. So, with the Enlightenment card, I feel like once you're able to get that clarity in your and peace of mind, it will be kind of like reaching enlightenment for you. Things will be a lot more clearer and a lot more precise, and it's kind of like a lot of aha moments and being able to achieve everything that you want to achieve. One thing right after another. And it's kind of like a good luck on a roll thing. We have forever in my light, safe and sound. So with this card, I feel like being true to yourself and staying there is what makes you shine just that much brighter. And it helps you to kind of be yourself and be able to voice your opinion when it's needed. And you actually, for some of you, I hear you give the right guidance at the right time. You know exactly what to say at the perfect and right moments, and you're able to kind of give that most needed guidance. And you're kind of like, how, what, why did I just say that? Or how did I know that? It's an inner knowing that's coming out, and you're able to just give that guidance, and your guides and angels are speaking through you, especially with the universe and spirit. They speak through you, and it's kind of like using you as kind of like an open channel, and it comes at the oddest times, and it's just like, it's hard to explain. It's just, if this has happened to you, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can kind of relate to it because it's happened to me, and I'm just like, how do I explain this? And it's like I can just rattle something off, and I'm just like, huh, that was pretty cool, you know? And it's like, where did that come from after? And it's just basically you just become an open channel because you happen to be in the right space and frame of mind at the right time. And spirit took the opportunity to come right on through. So, and it's just perfect synchronization. But know that it's safe for you to do that. It's not a bad thing. It's a really, really good thing. I promise you. Especially when it helps those around you at the right time. So we have divine will. It reads, your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust. Let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifests in perfect timing. I'm like, I could just end the reading right there. I have several more cards to go through, but literally, that card literally just sums up everything I was just saying perfectly. And I'm like, well, there goes my reading. Thanks a lot. But I'm going to keep going and we're going to get some more detail. But literally, that is perfect. Everything I was trying to say perfectly, word for word from that card. So, everything is lining up as it should. And know that it's safe for you to do so and for you to kind of bask in the light that you are emitting and being yourself. It's okay for all these things to happen and setting these new moon intentions. Everything is happening as it should. You will reach your greatest and highest potential, and it's just going to take a little bit of time to get there from what I'm getting. It's all divine timing. All about divine timing is what I keep hearing. So we have honesty. It reads, love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself. Discover what is that you truly desire, then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Spirit's like, come on, let's just wrap this up with giving me these cards. And I'm just like, oh, no. But anyway, they're reiterating everything that I've been just saying perfectly in these two cards. And I'm just like, I could have pulled just two cards for this entire reading. Thanks a lot. Instead, I've got 20 million cards here. But anyway, I love what these cards say because they are the absolute honest truth and they're everything that I've been saying. And it's just in a nutshell, wrapped up nicely, neatly with a little bow. Merry Christmas. Don't say I never gave you nothing. I'm just kidding. But I love you guys. So for the next card, we have courage. I hear you have the courage and strength to keep going forward and have the courage to press forward and to step into your higher power, your higher self. Because I'm looking at this shadow right here and how it's her higher self kind of just like, I got you. Listen, and I got you. Don't worry. We're straight. Everything is happening as it should by the next moon phase and cycle. Because I'm really attracted to the moon again with this. So know that your prayers are also being heard as well. And that spirit has your back. And then we have creativity with 33. So with this, don't be afraid to just get really creative with things and how you kind of get from point A to point B. And explore your creativity as well. If you like to sing, sing. Explore where that goes with your lyrics. What else? Sorry, my nose is a little stuffy again. I hear songbird. Some of you kind of like to sing to your birds. Just gonna put that out there for whoever that's for. I'm like, your birds really enjoy your singing, or your pets really enjoy your singing. Whether you have birds, cats, dogs, whatever, your pets really enjoy your singing. So sing your hearts out. Keep going. Be creative, because that spark is what helps you step into your higher self. It's what kind of clears you out. It's almost like a meditation as well, because it's able to raise your vibrational state in order to help you reach your highest and greatest potential. So please don't be afraid and don't stifle your creativity, is what I hear. And then we have best possible decision. And for the last card, we have justice with number 5. So lots of changes need to happen. But this compass to me looks almost like a clock when I first looked at it, like a stopwatch. But it's a compass. So taking your time and making, decisions slowly and kind of planning them out strategically for which way it is you want to go are the best possible decisions, and kind of weighing your options out with the justice card, because I'm looking at this scale here. I feel like some of you have options and you're not sure which way to go with the path. And I feel like kind of weighing them out is what would be the best decision for you. And it help you decide the best way to go. I don't know who that's for, but I know that's a specific message for a few of you out there. So, but either way, weighing out your options and making the best possible decisions is what's going to get you to that highest and greatest potential, and stepping into it and being able to step into being your higher selves and being able to be honest and open and kind of having that divine come right through you with being your higher self, which is the most honest and authentic version of yourselves that you could possibly be. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below for me and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it out as anybody else can use these messages. And know that I love you guys. Stay fluffy, and I will see you next reading. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading and see what we can do to help you reach your greatest and highest potentials. Or at least see what can help get you there. So we have home with Muriel. We have Archangel Metatron with children. And then we have vulnerability with open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. So when I flipped this card over, I heard nurture your inner child. And that will help you make the transformation. And kind of home is where the heart is. So wherever you feel most comfortable at home, or at least most comfortable, that is where your heart is. That is where you can go to kind of sit and relax and just be yourselves and be able to kind of open yourself with the vulnerability card. But you kind of also need to be comfortable just being in that space regardless anywhere you are. Because being able to be open-hearted like that anywhere you are takes a lot of strength and courage. And if that is something that you strive to do, you have the strength and will to do this and the ability to get there. So we also have divine sensuality with making love erotica. I'm like, great, really? I'm like, my face is about the color of this card right now. But anyway, taking time to also practice self-love and kind of bringing that sensuality out rather than holding it in, and kind of being more comfortable within your own skin is what's being kind of called for and asked for, that I'm feeling from this card. You don't have to be completely sexual about it. Just gonna put that out there. But being a little bit more sensual towards yourself, and kind of being able to kind of let your swagger out just a little bit, is going to help boost your confidence with getting you comfortable with getting into that situation and being vulnerable. And then we have telepathy with nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. So with this card, I hear body language. And it goes with a divine sensuality card. So body language, a lot of people can tell a lot about you by the way you act and the way you kind of react to situations and places and people, and they tend to read your body language. Your body tends to say exactly what it is that you're feeling and thinking, and some people really, really pick up on that. I'm not kidding. They will pick up on it, and it's kind of like they're reading your mind, and kind of like they're in your head, and they're just like, ooh, maybe I should go over here or do this or do that, because they're uncomfortable. Because they can tell, like, say you cross your arms, it's like you're telling them that you're closed off. You're not open to whatever they're, talking about. And it's kind of like saying, stay away from me. I'm not cool. I'm not ready to be open. I'm not comfortable. That type of deal. They're reading your body language. And it's kind of like reading your mind, basically, because it's like wearing your mind on your sleeve, on the outside. That's what it's like when they're reading your body language. And the same can go vice versa. You reading everybody else's body language can make you very, very uncomfortable, especially if you're empathic. And that is really, really hard sometimes, because you can feel and you can see exactly what someone else in front of you is feeling and thinking. So it makes things a little bit more awkward, and it makes it harder for you to be authentic and vulnerable and open to that person, because it gives you this off-putting vibe and this kind of like almost like a nasty taste in your mouth for some of you. I know it's a little weird and specific, but if it resonates with you, let me know down below. So we have Diva Magic, incredibly small. Really? So just a little bit of diva and kind of like feeling yourself can go a long way, is what I get from this, by the incredibly small. A little goes a long way is exactly what I'm hearing from this. And it just kind of like ripples out, because these look like ripples to me, and kind of like a flower just opening up. So we have Light Ship Earth, personal and planetary healing. This is part of your life purposes, is what I just heard for some of you, if not all of you. A lot of this has to do with your life purpose and being open and kind of helping you do your jobs, whatever it is that you're doing in life. It's helping you, and it's helping you along your path, and it's what you're supposed to do. It's what you're here to do on this planet. You are helping heal the planet by doing what it is that you're doing. Your vibrational energy and heart and love energy help heal this planet. And by raising the consciousness, I'm like, wait a minute, I know what I want to say, and it's not coming out right because I'm trying to talk too fast. So let me take a minute. All right. So by raising your vibrational energy, it helps raise the planet's consciousness. as a collective. So it helps raise the collective consciousness, is what I'm trying to say. And by doing that, it helps give back to the planet. And it helps things to kind of live and thrive, is what I'm saying. So, kind of hugging a tree really helps it. Almost quite literally. Not so much, but if you understand what I'm trying to say, then you get what I'm trying to say. Where taking that time to nurture not only just yourself by trying to raise your vibration, it also helps to raise the vibration of the planet when you're raising your own vibrations and those around you as well, with being honest and open. And it also, it, like I said, it vibrates out. It does this ripple effect. And that's how it all connects. By you sharing yourself and doing your thing and raising your own personal vibrations, radiates out around you to those around you. It helps raise theirs, it helps raise the planet, and so on and so forth. It's a big domino effect, if that makes sense. So we have Kuan Yin. Compassion, having self-love is what I hear with this. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Enjoy the journey of life. Be not afraid of its mysteries. Take a chance and follow your heart. You are guided and protected by Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, compassion, and transformation. If you have been wavering about proceeding with something that's dear to you, then this is your confirmation to just do it. I hear, like Nike says, just do it. I'm like, okay. So by being compassion and just going with whatever it is that your heart is desiring and that kind of impulse is what's going to propel you forward. Don't stifle your creativity. Don't stifle your growth. Just do it. And I promise you, it will take you a lot farther than what you ever thought before. I know it's kind of a weird thing to say and kind of almost a general, but if you really think about it, think about what the worst thing that could possibly happen. Weigh out your options like that. If you want to put a logical spin on it, think about the outcome and what might actually transpire from it and how you can go about it. And then just do it. Or put your plan into action. So we have a place beyond time. Don't get so caught up with the everyday drama of life. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart. An eternal place beyond time filled only with love. Get into that heart space, take a deep breath, and let it go. Nothing needs to be held on to, especially stress, is what I'm hearing for some of you. And that's what's most important, is opening up. It's like Spirit can't stress this enough today with almost all these readings. It's like open, 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 open. You have to be able to open yourselves up to be real and authentic with yourselves. It's been kind of like a trending theme through the past 3 piles. And I'm like, okay, message received by me. I'm like, I only need to be told once, maybe twice. I don't know. But anyway, a place beyond time is your own divine space when you're within meditation and going within and taking that deep breath and letting it out will help bring you back to center, especially if you're having a stressful moment. Just close your eyes, inhale, exhale. And it'll kind of be like a little bit of a relief, just for a moment. A little goes a long way, like I said, with the incredibly small. So we have new beginnings. And then we have imagination. And we have psychic protection. So, with these new beginnings, I feel like once you're able to kind of put all this together, it's going to be like a big new beginning, and it's going to be like an aha moment that finally clicks for you, because you're going to see your way through this. You're going to be able to go with the flow. The imagination it's not what I'm really getting from this card. I'm really getting to go with the flow and kind of letting spirit lead you and going, like, spirit is trying to say lead you by the hand with this, going with the flow with the water and this and the hands here for me. And it's leading you into the direction of a new moon. And then last new moon actually is on the 26th of this month for the year, because we just went through the last full moon. So the last new moon is on the 26th. So new moon intentions and setting those intentions and doing the work with clearing things out and getting yourself prepared. Also, for those of my empaths out there, practicing psychic protection is going to be a must. Read about it, look it up. There's a lot of different methods. There's shielding, there's prayers, there's Psalm 91, whatever it is that you feel drawn and led to do in order to set that barrier up, please practice that. They're asking you to really get into those practices in order to kind of be able to feel what exactly it is that you are truly feeling within yourself, instead of feeling everybody else's crazy and wild roller coaster of emotions. Especially with this telepathy, when I was talking about that earlier. So, that was a lot. But these are your messages. I do hope that this video helps you. Please feel free to visit any other pile and listen to the messages for those as well. I also have a reading special going on right now where it's buy one, get one free. I also have a year ahead reading where if you would like to book a 2020 reading or any kind of year ahead, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, you can book it. And we'll go a year from that month or the date that you actually book. And we'll look and see what's coming up for you. Whether it's love, business, whatever, we will look into it and we will get all the details for you. So information for my website to go ahead and check that out is down below in the description box as usual. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, a thumbs up. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Know that I love you guys, and I will see you guys next video, and stay fluffy. Alrighty, for my Love Suit Trolls pile number 4, let's get into your messages. Now, I did have a special channeled message that did pop through, so let me grab that in one sec. Because I wrote it down on a card so that I wouldn't forget it when the card popped out. But we will get there, and then I will give you that channeled message as soon as I get to that card. But for now, let's see what we can do to help you reach your greatest and highest potentials. So we have art. Art through the eyes of the soul. That's all I'm getting from this. And then I'll get into that in a minute. We have color healing. So that kind of goes with art. Expressing yourself through color. Whether it's wearing color, dyeing your hair crazy colors, painting, drawing, coloring, doesn't matter. Being able to express yourself through color and some kind of art, or even just color therapy through meditation, will help you a lot with opening yourself up, especially with your psychic gifts, and getting to your greatest and highest potential and becoming your greatest and highest selves, or highest version of yourselves, is what I'm getting. So we have Yemaya, excuse me. Oof. Yemaya, Grandmother Ocean, and Primordial. Nurturing your soul from deep within with this color. Being able to express yourself authentically through art and some sort of form of creativity is what's going to help you, and it's going to help you grow and nurture your inner child at the exact same time, and kind of help you to nurture yourself and kind of fulfill a need that you've been feeling deep within, is what I'm getting with this. So we have freedom, independence, self-determination. Expressing yourself through this creativity, through an art outlet, colors, whatever, it's going to give you a sense of freedom. And it's going to set something within you free, and it's going to kind of feel like a opening of a floodgate is what the feeling and visualization that I'm getting. Like what I'm being shown is like a floodgate just opening and water pouring out. Like emotionally, you're going to be just like flooding out finally being able to release any pent up emotions and stress. So we have the unseen, and I shuffled the ever loving crap out of these. I kid you not when I say that. It says too much is hidden from you. So by not letting yourself express the way that you need to is keeping things hidden from you. You are blocking your own manifestations by not giving yourself the permission to just be yourself and kind of diving into whatever it is that you are feeling really, 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 really urged to want to do or be like or express. Don't be afraid, even if it's in the privacy of your own home. Do it. It's not going to hurt. Because if you're in the privacy of your own home, who's there to judge you? Especially if you're by yourself. Ain't nobody going to say nothing. And if they do, fuck them. Sorry, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. So. I'm like, what word is that? Synchrotron? Infinite possibility. I'm like, sure. So with the infinite possibility and being able to kind of, you have infinite possibilities with your creativity, and it goes with these two cards, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna say it from spirit. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting like, whoa. It's a major, major, major message. You want to have an openness that is like any other. Give in to that creative urge. Let it out. Do it. Because there's infinite possibilities once you are able to do this and kind of just go with it. You will open up that whole new world of infinite possibilities is what I'm hearing. I'm like, wow. That was really profound for me. We have Ancient of Days with the Eternal Flame. So for me, it's kind of like an infinite source of passionate creativity, and it's like everlasting. It will give you that everlasting sense of freedom and that zest that you're looking for. So we have alchemy. So this is where that channel message comes through. So they are asking you, when this card, it literally flew out of the deck, the word combined actually came through really, really loudly for me, and blend. Combine and blend things within your life with that creativity. Whether it's through makeup, which I just heard, like you can blend the crap out of your eyeshadows, make different colors, make different, all different kinds of things. Have fun. Just have creative fun. Give yourself permission to just let go and do whatever it is that your beautiful little heart's desires. So I want to read what the alchemy card says. It says, your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside you. Allow all to just be, and just be you. I couldn't have said it any better, honestly. Thank you, Tony Carmine Salerno, because he is the author of this deck. And this deck. And this one. This has several different images in it, and I'm like, I just realized that while I'm looking at it. I've got face over here, face in the middle, and they're facing each other, and it's all connecting. There are many faces to yourselves, many different sides of yourselves, and they're asking you to kind of blend and combine them all into one, and to kind of be as one, and to let yourself flow and allow yourself that creative freedom is what I'm getting with this. And I feel like it will definitely open you up, especially with your third eye. And once you're able to do that, you will start seeing visions like crazy and getting the inspiration with this whole creativity and color scheme thing. And I feel like color meditations for some of you are going to help you a lot. So focusing on a specific color and kind of feeling the vibration of that color and what it means or says to you when you're in your meditation, you can do that. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, but that's what's coming through, like color meditations And being able to do it like that, just focus on a specific color and feel it, is what I'm getting. So we have infinity. And I hear to infinity and beyond. Thanks, Buzz Lightyear. I'm sorry. But that is exactly what I got, is to infinity and beyond. I'm like, really? Because there is infinite possibility for you. It says, dearest one, rest within the light of your soul. Feel my spirit alive within you, the spirit of the goddess, of nature, the earth, and stars. Accept the love and light we shower upon you. So, when you are listening to spirit and letting the divine guide you, and your inner selves guide you, like letting your higher selves come through and kind of just going with your intuition, you have infinite possibilities, and it's limitless, is what I just heard. Limitless opportunities, limitless possibilities, limitless fun. So let's see what else we have. We have abundance. Really? So, limitless everything. And it's going to allow your abundance to flow towards you. It's going to allow your manifestations to finally be unblocked and allow it to flow towards you. But you have to set the clearest intentions when you're doing it. The purest of intentions and being pure of heart. And kind of just rolling with it and being innocent about it, is what I'm getting with that. So we have prosperity. Once you are able to do this, I promise you, you are probably going to feel happier than you have ever felt in a long time. And then we have safe travel. So with this journey that you are headed on, you are headed in the right direction, and it is safe for you to do so. It is safe for you to finally take that step forward and to finally open up and just go with the flow. And we have victory. So with this card, I feel like there is a lot of love to come into. You are able to kind of be able to open yourselves up and give love and share your cup of love. Not sure exactly who that's for, but that's what I'm getting with this card. But your cup will be full instead of half empty. You will see things in a more positive light, is what I'm getting with this. And I hear the cup is not half empty, the cup is half full. So if you think about it in that perspective, your cup will always runneth over and always be full. At least eventually. If you think that your cup is half full, that you are almost there, you'll have just that much more to come in. And you have just that much more room to fill your lives with beautiful opportunities and abundance that are limitless. So, these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for checking out my videos, liking and subscribing to my channel. If you enjoyed this and it resonated with you, let me know down in my comments below. I also have a buy one get one free reading special going on right now in case you would like a personal reading just tailored for you. I also have a year ahead special for those who are wondering about a 2020 reading to see what's in store for you. All the information to book with me will be down below in the description box, so please feel free to check out my website. Know that I love you guys, have a blessed one, and stay fluffy. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 5, let's get into your reading and see what we can do to help you reach your greatest and highest potentials. So, right away we have passion. I hear open your hearts. And it'll ignite a fire. And then we have divine love. Be open to sharing yourselves with those around you. Then we have visions with psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out of body travel. So, some of you have been visiting, or someone has been visiting you during your dream time through astral travel. And I feel like it's, for a lot of you, it's your divine partners. I don't really like saying that because I'm like, well, what if it's not true? And it's a weird thing for me to say that and think or feel it, because I'm like, sometimes I feel like I have yet to experience things like that. But I can lucid dream like no other. So that's neither here nor there. But they're asking you to open up your hearts to this divine connection and to let them in and to kind of listen to what they have to say, is what I'm getting with this. It's just Spirit's way of coming through and saying, this is a message for a select few of you. A lot of you have the clairvoyance with clear sight, especially when you're able to open up your heart, you're able to kind of feel your intuition more and be able to get clearer visions and to have whatever seems kind of like very blurry or faded be that much more clear, almost as if it's right in front of you with normal eyesight for some of you, with what I'm getting with that. We have homeland with arrival. A journey ends, establishment, building, settled. So with this, following your passion, it's what's going to lead you to exactly where you want to be and exactly at the right time. And following your heart is taking you on this journey from point A to point B. We have wave of power with excuse me, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilaration or exhilarating movement. So with this, when this passion is reignited within your hearts and your souls for your intuition, it's going to be a divine spark that gives you this sense of empowerment, this sense of new energy, new vitality, and it's going to hit like an emotional wave. And I hear the words shockwave. So it's going to be something that's going to be like a jolt to the system. And I'm being shown the Tower card with this. It's something that's going to completely wipe the slate clean for you. For some of you, I feel like you haven't been listening to the divine and the universe around you. So the universe is going to step in and give you a Tower moment. I hate to break it to you, but that's how it's coming to you in order to reset the system, is what I'm hearing with this. We have wounded heart with love. This reminds me of like the Three of Swords. Like I really feel this energy. Like some of you are not letting the past go and you are trying to heal, but the thing is you haven't pulled that last sword out, my loves. You have to take the last sword out in order to heal completely. You can't leave it there. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's painful to think about. But the longer you hold on to that, the longer it's going to hurt, the more it's going to stay there, and the longer the pain is going to linger and stifle your growth. You want to step into your potentials, take that last sword out, let it go. Put it down. Allow yourself to heal and mend your hearts, is what I'm getting with this. Sorry, a little bit emotional. I'm 2 seconds away from crying, and I'm like, gotta stop. I need a second. But that's what's keeping you from reaching your greatest and highest potential for some of you out there. If that makes sense to you, you know what you gotta do. At the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do in order to take that last sword out, put it down, and finally heal and walk away from the past. I know it's hard. And I can really feel your pain. It's just like, looking at this card makes me want to cry for you. I haven't had a reading maybe want to cry like this in a long time. Sorry, guys. It makes me want to cry with you. But it's also something that needs to be let out as well. Get that one last good cry out in order to release and finally let go and heal. Because I'm really attracted to the tears in this as well. Alright, I need to move on to the next card before I do cry. And I'm getting this like lump in my throat and it makes it hard to swallow and talk because it makes my throat hurt. So we have I am the Emerald Goddess with fertility. With this, I hear new beginnings, new birth to new creative projects. For some of you, you may be giving birth to a new little one soon, even if you're doing it by yourself as a single parent. For those this message really resonates with, it's okay to do things by yourself. You are strong enough, and you wouldn't be in this position if you weren't. I know it sucks. It's shitty, because I've been there and I went through it with 2 kids of my own. Even though I have my husband, he was there for me, but my 2 kids are neither one of his. But nonetheless, I still felt like a single parent at times in my life when I was raising them. So I know how hard it is. Especially when I went through it with my first one. It's hard to do things alone. But you know what? Sorry. You can do it. It's possible. And I promise you it's possible because I've done it. My 2 kids are beautiful. I got one in college, which is my baby. And then I have my oldest who has her first job, who lives with me and helps me out. They are the most wonderful children I have ever met in my entire life. Not just because they're mine, but because they were raised with love. Alright, sorry. I had to step away for a minute. But I'm going to try and move on to the next card. So for your next card, we have La Natura. I'm like, I can't pronounce my R tonight. La Natura, which is basically nurturing. So the back reads, you will give birth to something new, something beautiful. An idea manifests, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings. So Spirit is sending you much love and blessings. Being a single parent is hard, yeah, but you can do it. You're strong enough. And like I was saying, just raise them with love. And as long as they know that they're loved by you and cared for, that's all they need. If you have someone else there to help you, great. All the better. But just give them love and raise them the best that you can. And know that you did your best at the end of the day. And nurturing them is what's going to help them grow. Give them nothing but your best. Make sure that they know that you're proud of them, which I know you are, regardless. But show it and don't be afraid to remind them each and every day that you are so proud of them. And how much that you love them. We have Aura of Love. The card reads, the union of light and dark and the union of light and dark of earth and sky. Balancer of anima and animus. The merger of 2 souls acknowledge the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, both yin and yang, to create a perfect balance. So being both mom and dad is just fine. You have enough love to be both. And all you have to do is balance those aspects within yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are both masculine and feminine. There is always yin and yang, 2 sides to every coin, if that makes sense. You have enough in you to open up and do this. And you have the strength to do this. For those that this resonates with, I'm sorry that this kind of went its own way. But I'm getting there, I promise. These are general readings. It's hit or miss, guys. You want a personal reading, book with me. And I will get it done for you, I promise you. I also have a buy one, get one free sale going on right now. For the next 2 weeks, at least. Till the end of the month. But anyway. For those that would like a personal reading and this doesn't really completely resonate completely to their story, Take what does and leave the rest. But either way, you have the strength to be both masculine and feminine within you at the end of the day. It's just having that harmonious and perfect balance and nurturing both sides. Oh, excuse me. We have romance. I hear fall in love with yourselves. Being able to have enough love for yourself and loving yourself first is what's going to help you love someone else. It's that old saying of, how are you going to love someone else if you don't love yourself? Makes sense? It's like spirit can't really express that enough sometimes. But I also hear there is new romance on the horizon for some of you that's going to help you get into being your greatest and highest potentials. Because they are going to bring that out in you, because they see that greatest and highest potential within you. You have that drive. You just have to balance everything out. We have mermaid magic seduction. And then we have glamour. So self-care and a little self-love goes a long way. What I heard with this, when I was saying that, was it walks miles. Spirit is really strange when they say things, but just roll with me. Walking a mile in someone else's shoes is not so easy. But walking a mile in your own shoes is what's even harder, because you have to take that step. You have to take that journey. You have to deal with the ups and the downs and the reality of how things actually go and play out for you. You have to take responsibility for yourselves, and this is just what's coming through, so I'm just saying what I'm getting. But a little goes a long way. But also looking and kind of facing that reality is what's most needed, and seeing the truth in the situation and reflecting in it deeply. Because I'm not really attracted to what it says down here. I'm really attracted to how the mermaid is faced down. So for me, it's kind of diving deep emotionally and kind of really getting in there and just really immersing yourself within and feeling those emotions and being able to release them for those that need to do that emotional releasing, and kind of taking that journey, taking those steps that are necessary, and being able to come out more beautiful on the other end of this situation, and being able to kind of bask in the completion of it, and being able to celebrate it at the end of the day. Because I'm really attracted to the champagne glass here. But it's also what's going to bring in this new soulmate relationship for some of you. Because right now you're blocking yourselves. You're not living up to your potentials, and that's probably why you're watching this reading, to be quite honest. But regardless, you are all amazing people. You have the strength, you have the knowledge and the ability and the tools to do what you have to do to get the job done. You have awesome potential, and I know you do. I see it and I feel it within all of you. So, these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Know that I love you. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and share it out with those who you think can actually really use these messages. It helps the channel out a lot. And I will see you guys next video. And stay fluffy.